German Chancellor Angela Merkel. Markus SchreiberAP. German Chancellor Angela Merkel has quietly served as one of the checks and balances on Donald Trump's presidency, while cultivating a cordial relationship with Mr. Trump, who has boasted about his good relationship with her. Ms. Merkel has assumed leadership in areas from which the United States has stepped back. She has stoutly opposed Russian aggressions and championed humane treatment of refugees and action on climate change. She has appeared to keep Europe's most powerful country on a centrist course even while other Western democracies were riven by populism. All that means that Ms. Merkel's failure to form a new governing coalition following September's elections, which has plunged Germany into an unprecedented post-war political crisis, is a problem for Americans as well. Though there is little danger that the result will be an extremist government, it could very well be a weak one, which is the last thing the West needs at a time when Britain and the United States are both hamstrung by political turmoil. Ms. Merkel's own future may be in doubt after a dozen years in power. Having failed to form a four-party coalition including the leftist Greens Party and pro-business Free Democrats, she faces unpalatable choices, including a minority government or a second election after failing to form a government, neither of which has happened in stability-craving Germany since 1945. She said on Monday that she favored a new election and would run again for chancellor. But a rebellion by her Christian Democratic Union party cannot be ruled out. Her departure would almost certainly be a blow to transatlantic relations. Raised in East Germany, Ms. Merkel is instinctively pro-American and skeptical of Russia, qualities that many German leaders, including her predecessor Gerhard Schröder, decidedly lack. Though her governance has been marked by moderation and caution, she took a moral stand in welcoming refugees to Germany in 2015. More than 1 million came, and the resulting political backlash did much to create the present political impasse. While the Christian Democratic vote slumped in this year's election, that of the far-right Alternative for Germany spiked. Coalition negotiations foundered in part over disagreements about how much to limit future flows of refugees. The crisis reveals that Germany, too, is vulnerable to the polarization that is infecting Western politics. Where once two big parties and a couple of smaller ones encompassed its politics, 7 now have seats in parliament, including former communists as well as the far right. The extremes collected only about 20% of the vote in the last election, compared with more than 40% in France, but that has proved enough to destabilize the system. The uncertainty in Berlin could go on for months. If new elections are held, they won't be scheduled before next year, and current polls show they might produce similar results. No doubt the enemies of Western democracy, led by Vladimir Putin, will seek to take advantage of the situation. As for those Americans who have looked to Ms. Merkel is an ally against the excesses of Mr. Trump, it may be time to scale expectations back.